Back to another lesson. This is Jim here on Educator.com. Today we're going to talk about installing WordPress into your server. Alright, so setting up an account, we've already talked that in the previous lesson, but here we're going to talk about WordPress, installing it into your own server. There's several different ways of doing it, so we're going to dive right in, and here is a lesson overview. The one thing I didn't, I'm not quite yet finished about WordPress.com. As far as setting up an account. This LinkedIn actually should be a part of this section over here because I want to show you that LinkedIn, for those of you who are part of it, they have a WordPress plugin. Remember the keyword plugin, and you can actually set up through that. And the nice thing about having a WordPress through LinkedIn is that whenever you want to write something educational or write something about your products and services, well, all those people in your LinkedIn contact will be able to see it. And then we're going to go into installing files manually and automatically. And of course, I'll be telling you that there is an easy way to do it, a hard way to do it, and an easy way to do it. Of course, anything manually is the harder way of doing things. And then, okay, we love things that are easy, right? Easy. I should learn how to spell. Easy, okay? And then we'll talk about the different hosting companies that make it easy. So let's talk a little bit about WordPress.com. This is kind of a little bit of premature of a slide. What I really need to do is show you on a browser. So, you know, this is the .com website. And of course, we went over in the previous lesson about the sign up button on the where you see my cursor there. Well, in LinkedIn, if you don't have an account in LinkedIn, you can just go ahead to on the top menu bar, you see how I'm scrolling over there, and then go down to where it says WordPress. Okay, you can go ahead where it says more, go down to WordPress, and you can actually install. Now, I've already installed it, WordPress in here, but if you have not, you'll see a series of applications, okay, that here, let me go ahead and click on more applications. Here, this is what you'll probably see is a bunch of thumbnails with different applications. Here's a WordPress application, so you can actually click on it and it'll take you to the .com website and you can install it that way. And I highly recommend this because, again, you can, if your whole purpose is to educate, build an audience, or try and, you know, get as many people interested in your products and services, LinkedIn is a good way of doing it. Not only that, LinkedIn, if you have a Twitter account, you can actually communicate everything in your Twitter account. I did cover e-marketing, which was taught by yours truly in a previous previous set of lessons. So check out e-marketing, and I'll talk about LinkedIn and all the great features of this social media website. So, but that's pretty much it as far as WordPress.com, you know, the .com portion where it's hosted in the WordPress.com server. We're going to go ahead and click this out and go on to, well, actually this does on the top says .com, and that's really not true. It is actually a .org. So forgive the little mishap over here. Just because I'm a programmer doesn't mean I'm not human. So we got WordPress.org. All right, so if you click on WordPress.org, excuse me, we'll go ahead and type that in. With all the excitement, I kind of shut that down. So notice that on the blue button it says Download WordPress. On the upper right, it also says Download WordPress. So evidently that must mean that you have to download. Okay. Okay, here it is right here. I guess I didn't have to open up a browser after all. And here it is right here. So any one of those buttons pressed will download into your system. Now, a lot of you may have a PC, which is what I use, pretty familiar with that, and a Mac. Pretty much the same concept. What you're going to download are a whole slew of PHP files. So if we go to the next slide,